All right, it is time. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Build. Y'all doing all right today? You feeling good? Y'all excited about our next guest? The cast of Younger is here. You excited? All right. I'll take your word for it. Thank you so much for coming, guys. We're super pumped. We've got so many incredible people coming out here in a second. I'm going to keep this brief. If you've never been to one of these before, they're going to have a little bit of a conversation. Who are they going to talk to? We've got an amazing guest moderator for you coming to us all the way from across the hall at HuffPost Entertainment. One of my favorites, Lee Blickley, is here. Make some noise for Lee. She's incredible. Right there. Lee's going to sit. They'll talk for a little bit, then we'll do some audience Q&A, all right? So if you haven't already, think of your fantastic questions you've become known for. Those tuning in live on AOL.com, go ahead and tweet us a question, @BuildSeriesNYC, all right? We're going to have a blast. I can't wait. I think you can't wait. They can hear you. One more time. Y'all excited about the cast of Younger? Let me hear it. Come on, let's make sure before I go any further. Sounds good. I believe you. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and run that clip.
So behind door number one, we have your sweet, hot 26-year-old boyfriend who honestly knows and adores you and wants to be with you despite your craziness.
Hey, I thought you wanted to Netflix and chill tonight.
You know that means sex, right?
Behind door number two, we've got your 40-something divorced boss with 2 kids.
He thinks I'm 26. Nothing can happen.
You never know what's going to happen when you get in bed with a 26-year-old. That's a business term.
Of course.
Is there really a choice?
If you love him, just be with him.
I know my priorities. It's Caitlin, you, and my job. Anything that gets in the way of that is a mistake.
You're gonna end up kissing him again. I know you.
Shaving 1 or 2 years off your age is one thing, but living a double life, that is a very disturbed individual.
It's difficult to keep a secret, especially when you pretend to be someone else in order to be taken seriously in your profession.
Is that a 26-year-old Liza or a 40-year-old?
It's amazing the things we'll do to live our dream. Right, Liza?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I don't want to do this. No. You haven't been out since that passed, and I know you, Kels. You have to keep swimming, or you die.
As soon as guys find out about that, they bolt.
Okay, how are they finding out?
Please tell me you're not in a relationship.
Dead. Bam! You try having a dead fiance and not mentioning it.
I'm so sorry about last night.
I know what you're doing.
It's all over, Maggie. My 2 worlds are gonna collide.
Whatever we find out together.
What do you want me to say? You did an end run around me, and now you want me to make you feel good?
A hot guy who will lie for you? What more does anybody want out of a relationship?
Hey, boss.
Every now and then, something unexpected comes along.
Sometimes you can't be 100% honest.
All right, guys, it's that time. Put your hands together, make some noise, and welcome your host and moderator from HuffPost Entertainment, Lee Blickley, and today's guest, the cast of Younger.
I'm not so easily amused, and you like it that way. I let you know just what I want. Hey, you.
Those are some screams. Guys, you have some fans out there. Let's hear it again.
Hi, guys.
That's my mom.
The best dressed cast on television right here. You guys all look amazing. I saw you guys form a little friendship circle in the back.
Yeah. We're so dorky.
We haven't all been in the same room since we wrapped season 3, so we were like, let's do a big high five for ourselves.
Even when we're shooting, we're never in the same room all at once.
I've never done a scene with you or
Never done a scene together.
Table
Never
reads
done a
are
scene
when
together.
Season 4, sex scene, Debbie Mazar.
I don't know most of you. So.
So guys, season 3, that is so exciting. Tell me a little bit about this journey and how great it is that you guys already have a 3rd season. I feel like that's incredible. I feel like you guys were just here on stage at AOL Build a while ago with season 1.
This is major deja vu, isn't it?
Yes. And you were all there.
I wasn't like a dream. Here, so I was sick.
You were here once, though.
I've been here many times.
Oh.
For other projects, but I love Younger.
Well, I think when we first started off, we didn't know what we really had, in the first season. And it's been really great that we've been part of a network that's been able to, allowed us to grow and evolve, and more people are hearing about the show. And I feel like now we're really on the radar, which is is really cool and exciting. And I'm super excited for people to see season 3 because I think it's
the best one yet.
I think it's the best.
They really
one yet.
pushed the show out too. They're very supportive. I mean, their social media efforts between Instagram and GIFs, and
I have no
whatnot
idea.
is amazing.
Guys, is it GIFs or
Those
GIFs?
moving image things.
I feel like this is like
You guys would know.
this is like a millennial
people out
Generation X, like
Yeah.
GIFs or GIFs. What would you guys say? GIFs? I think it's GIFs.
I think it's
GIF?
Jeff.
I'm not a millennial. I don't know.
It's something format. That's what I just learned that. I forgot the first two though. It's like generated in the format. So
I think da-da-da is actually the word.
no. So
Have you guys ever seen any GIFs of yourself that you're like, ooh, that should be taken down pronto?
Yep. Any picture I've ever seen of myself, I feel, ooh, that should be taken down.
I like them. What's wrong with GIF?
I love a GIF.
Yeah, when you look like Nico, what's wrong with it, right? Ooh, I don't know, I love it.
There's a GIF of, I guess it's season 2 wherever I'm toasting you to being a bomb ass female, and I have like a bottle of beer in front of my face, and I'm saying the word bomb, so I look like this. And I'm like, cool, that's a cool GIF of myself on the internet. That's funny.
If you have to have one, that's the one to have.
The internet. It's a great place.
The internet is a great place.
So season
for
3,
porn.
we see, again, you're deciding between Josh and Charles. I want to kind of go around.
Is she?
Who is Team Josh? I know you are. And who is Team Charles? I'm assuming you are. I want to see everybody's opinion.
Team both.
Yeah, I'm team both.
I say it again.
Team both.
Yeah, team both.
We're modern
why do I have
ladies.
Josh.
Thanks, Steph.
And no offense or anything, but it's just that I've never met
how do you
him.
say that and say no offense?
But I've
Never
never
you,
met
but no offense.
You're just sort of like this guy that I've heard about,
That's true. You
I've
haven't.
never
I got it. I got
seen
you.
I don't know what you look like. So.
Wait, do you mean as
Season
our
4.
characters or as real people? Because we're
I
weird
think it comes
actors
to
and
my
we
head.
have trouble discerning.
Why don't you answer that as real people, Miriam?
Not your character.
As real
But as
people.
a fan of Younger, as a fan of the show.
Yeah, both of
who
them.
would you pick? Team
Do
Josh?
some yoga
This is
and do
so
them both.
rude. What was that, Miriam?
Do some yoga and do them both.
What?
I believe is what
Someone
she
said that, but it wasn't.
That wasn't you.
That wasn't
was
me.
just like something that some.
That's me. Why not?
I've never
All right,
had
so
to
you
answer
know-
this
you know what-
question with them both in the same room with me.
But they're behind you, so they're not.
So it
even
doesn't
seeing
matter.
you.
We can't hear you right now.
Okay, here's the thing. I love Peter Herman more than life itself, and I feel like he's not going anywhere because you're our boss. But I also feel like Kelsey has been lied to about you, and I have to just like be blind to it in the office all the time. And so it's super offensive to even me.
Wow.
Wait, why is it directed at me?
Because it's
Taking
just
it
another
out on
lie.
you.
Like,
Wait,
I
what?
don't-
But it's not.
It's not real.
It's my
Hillary.
fault. It's
What about
I know.
me?
Well, I
It's
feel
not
like-
real.
I feel like
I haven't told her at all
wait,
about
Josh
that. I
knows
have
about-
Google
Josh
eyes
knows about her
for
lies,
you.
so Josh has been lying to you
that.
too.
Okay, got it.
I know,
got
but
it.
it's I don't know. It's
Okay.
less in my face.
Her.
You've been lying by omission.
Are we talking about us or are we talking about
Are
our
we
characters?
sure this show isn't called?
I was like, should we move on before someone starts crying?
We clearly have some stuff to work out among.
Can you tell we're really a family? We're like, but Dad said.
But you
each other
said.
in a while, guys.
What's happening?
I mean, Kelsey, technically, so Charles is in love, well, not in love, but in like with Liza.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's like hearts in his eyes, like
But-
the emoji.
That doesn't mean Charles can't come to your team now because Thad and Chad, well, Chad's still around, but Thad's not around anymore.
No, that is never going to happen.
You're just not picking up on
We
my.
haven't seen. We didn't see that after, so maybe he's okay.
Josh and Kelsey are the
Josh and
same
Kelsey.
age.
Saw his funeral.
Nico's really going with the Josh and Kelsey thing.
I'm really
Loves it.
just rooting for it.
Ooh, but what would that cause between the friendship
Or
drama?
Josh and Charles could be interesting.
We should just get Josh Charles
Josh
to
Charles,
join
so-
the show, and then
Yeah,
get
Josh
Josh
Charles
Charles
on.
join the show. Someone call his agent just see if he's busy because it would be a coup. Do you have any questions for us?
So let's kind of go around and give everyone a chance to talk about your character arc this season and what we can expect from each of you. So you each get a chance to kind of chime in. Let's start with you, Peter.
Let's start in the corner. So my character arc this season. I feel like I should use my time to make a pitch for Team Charles, but So I think that as our show hits stride and has hit its stride, I think that one of the great things is that we see wider orbits of the characters' lives. As we settle, I think that we can branch out further, which I think is really great. So this season, you get a look at the precarious shape that Charles's company is in, and how that affects his life. How that allows Liza to step up in different ways, which makes the hearts in Charles's eyes grow even more sparkly.
That's like hair and makeup department, really.
And that's exactly. So there are gifs of that, and Charles also takes some brave steps out into the world of relationships to see what it's like to open that door a little bit, to see what happens. And then there is this person who won't leave his heart alone. You get to be vulnerable. So that if you put all of that into an arc, that's the arc.
Oh, who are these relationships with? Newcomers to the show?
You gotta watch.
People Diana doesn't like at all. I don't blame her.
Yeah, there are different places. There are different places and people to venture out into. So, why'd you just snort? What is that?
Sort of approval.
Sort of approval. Okay, great, fantastic. So yes, that's the arc, I think.
Awesome. That sounds exciting. No spoilers, though.
No spoilers.
What about you, Sutton? What can we see from Liza?
I think Liza is, still kind of trying to navigate this world that she has created, and also she's kind of getting everything. And even though it's based on, obviously, this lie, I think of her as like a big wrecking ball, and by the end of the season, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's some massive consequences. She's trying to keep her priorities straight. Work is her number one priority, but these damn guys keep distracting her. And her relationship with Josh, it really, I think some big questions are put on the table. He really steps up as a real contender for like a future, and that really becomes a massive question in season 3. Of course, this one's still hanging around.
With my sparkly hard eyes.
With his sparkly hard eyes,
Well, Josh knows your secret, and Charles
He does.
So there, you kind of have.
But
a
I'm
leg up.
still holding on to the fantasy of all of it, and he's part of that fantasy.
The second he finds out, over.
I doubt that.
Yeah, is your secret ever going to be uncovered this season? Will Kelsey maybe find out, or Charles, or?
All I can say is that yes, more people find out.
Spoiler.
But I think more people have to find out for the show to continue. I think that that's really important because that reveal, it's a whole nother opportunity of storytelling.
And I think Liza needs a promotion. Don't you guys think Liza needs a promotion?
We'll see about that.
Yeah, let's go to Big Boss Lady then. Tell us about, in the premiere of this season, you have an incredible scene where you show off your singing chops. And I was so excited to see that.
Yes, and I just want you to know that I was acting like I'm not the best singer. I'm really, I can sing. But yeah, I went to Marie's Crisis. Come on, that's where we're going after this. We're all going to go get drunk and sing at a piano bar. Yeah. It was awesome that was one of my favorite things ever, that's like a little special New York place that we all know, or that you should all know. And to be able to do that, and that the fact that Diana's like, come on, Kels. Yeah. Let's go sing some show tunes and get wasted. I love that, and then we get to see, and you get to see a little bit into Diana's love life as well.
You get a little something.
Something.
Yeah.
It's what they like to call nookie in some parts of the world. And you get to see her apartment, which is awesome, and I am now living there, even though it's illegal. But you get to see kind of her life open up and some of her relationships, and it all goes so smoothly for her.
Diana gets lots of sexy time this year.
No penis is broken. So she's learned to be a little more careful. So that's good. Life lesson.
Anybody else? You guys? Do you guys have some sexy time this season?
Everybody has sexy time this season.
We all have sex.
We all have sexy time.
We all do.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about our horny writers, but yes.
That's why the show's on at 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about your storyline this season, and congrats because you are also on Transparent. I heard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And then the both of you are on High Maintenance, correct?
Yeah, we're both on High Maintenance.
I saw you in that. That was great.
Yeah, oh, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That show's amazing, too.
love
So
that show. So good.
just a lot of amazing shows.
Amazing TV. So much happens for Lauren this season. It's pretty crazy. I can't really talk about it because it's kind of. I find it. It would be a big spoiler alert. So I really, Lauren.
It gets complicated.
But she remains alive. So
She
there.
doesn't die. She doesn't get hit by a crane.
That was crazy.
All right.
Actually,
Poor
the
Thad.
craziest thing happens to Lauren, and it will be the most surprising thing for the viewers. That what happens is the craziest thing.
Because it's
for
also
her.
like the most normal thing.
Exactly.
Now, does it involve anybody else in the cast?
It does in a way. Yes.
A few of us.
A few
know.
of us. Yeah.
Guys, I'm so nervous. Kelsey, what's happening with her after the death of Thad? I'm sure she's trying to find herself again and get settled.
Oh, I'll give a spoiler alert.
Mike?
Kelsey finds out that by accident she also slept with Chad.
Ooh.
Shit.
By accident.
Well, they're very hard to tell apart. So
They are
it's
very
easy
hard
do.
to tell apart, and she is like just flabbergasted, if we use that word anymore. And so she's like she's in a bad place because she's feeling guilty that she's relieved that Thad's dead, and so she doesn't have to marry him. And that's how her season starts. And there's a little bit of drama with Millennial, and she's doing her best, with the help of Liza, to keep finding good projects that Empirical will help her take on and support. And then this girl gets her out in the dating game, and she goes on a bit of a boy bender.
Ooh, so many boy benders.
Yeah, super fun.
Did you just coin that term, boy bender?
She coined it a few weeks ago.
And girl
Thank
benders.
God she did.
Some girl benders, too.
I love it.
Isn't
Boy
it great?
bender.
A boy bender?
Yeah.
This one.
What's
But
the
not so far that you
girl
break
version
it.
called?
'Cause again, we learned that.
No.
Bend it.
I didn't break
Don't
it.
break it.
But
girl
Debbie,
bender?
tell us about do you have a girl bender?
I always have girl benders.
Woohoo!
Yes.
I have a lot of them this season, and you get to see Maggie be a little bit vulnerable. One of them, I kind of I have some situations with you, and with her character and other characters where my heart gets a little bit bent. But it's just nice to see, the roller coaster ride, and through Brooklyn, through people's hearts.
Love Brooklyn. Anybody there living in Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
In the house.
Brooklyn in the house.
Your character is like a true Brooklynite.
He
Tattoo
is.
shop. Man,
Yeah.
killing the fashion
I live
game.
blocks away from that tattoo shop, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Do any of you have any tattoo regrets?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm hogging the stage here, so I want to pass it off to the audience for some questions before we head out.
Sorry. Hi, my whole family, we love the show so much. Actually, my sister was binge watching it last night. Sudden, we love you so much. We've seen Shrek 3 times. So Miriam mentioned that you guys are going to a piano bar later. What are your guys' go-to songs? I know Sudden must have a bunch, but everyone else, what do you guys like to sing?
My husband and I met singing Highway to the Danger Zone from Top Gun. Yeah. Yeah, you want to check out the lyrics to that.
I think of my last karaoke song. I think it might have been the Africa. I know the way down to Africa.
Toto, nice. Toto. Wow. Off Toto 4.
I had to be different, things I never had. It's catchy. It's good.
You really test your range, too, man. Toto.
My best friends sing Total Eclipse of the Heart. That's our go-to karaoke song. It's a great duet.
Anyone else?
I once traveled to Tokyo, and I had to go, and I was hungry, and I had to go get something to eat at 2 o'clock in the morning, and and so they handed me a microphone and put on this like soft porn video to Love Me Tender. So I was like 2 o'clock in the morning in Tokyo singing Love Me Tender to 2 people doing it in the surf.
That sounds like the best night
And that was
ever.
the last.
That's my
that was the
dream.
last one, my one and only karaoke
That's
experience.
A experience right there.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I just had an experience
My
just
last
listening
song
to your
was.
experience.
I think I go for Bonnie Raitt all the time. Give them something to talk about. It's quite easy to sing. You can be really loud about it. Not too many lyrics. Had a few.
I do Dolly Parton.
Like 5 to 9.
No, Wildflowers. It's her, Linda Ronstadt, and Emmylou Harris. Who would have thought? I mean, I could do it, or it's no.
My girl goes country.
I couldn't.
You guys were supposed to rehearse for that number.
Officer Crunky, West Side Story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Nico, you have one?
How
about a Hilary song?
Yeah, I mean, some good old in drag. In drag. Singing Chasing the Sun.
Yes. Everyone, look it up. It exists.
It exists.
All right, who's next? Here we go.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations on the success of the show. It's amazing. I would like to know who's the biggest jokester on the set, off camera. Somehow I think it's Sutton for some reason.
Sutton's real silly.
No,
It's not Sutton.
I'm.
Don't you think? Wait, can I say though that beyond being the biggest jokester, the person who, when they break, cannot get their shit back together
Is me.
one.
But in my defense,
It's my favorite thing in the world to see and do is to make.
But if you had to act opposite you would have the same
No.
problem.
Well.
So it's not so much a question of like who the biggest jokester. But I think you
are
I
the
think
biggest
you are,
jokester. Me?
and I think you're the hardest person
No,
to
I'm
sort of
very
recover
serious.
from
Yeah, always.
in a scene.
Although I will say I spend most of my time working with this one. Well, okay, just not these two. But whenever I work with Hill, she always, so I'm an only child and Hilary is not. And so she pulls sibling jokes on me. So she will trip me. She will like touch me in places.
Scare her.
Scare the shit out of me.
She's like, don't sibling me.
I'm an easy.
Yeah,
we have a lot of fun on
Our
set.
basic goal is to make each other laugh.
Yeah.
If we've done that, then
The
like
comedy.
we're doing our job.
We wrote a song a couple weeks ago about a piece of greasy pepperoni that we found on the floor.
Well, we're going to
now
need to hear this song
just a
before
piece
we
of
wrap.
Greasy pepperoni. Just a piece of greasy pepperoni.
Wow, the internet just broke.
I
believe it made a Snapchat debut.
A couple takes, huh? Every time you shoot, do you find that you always have the giggles?
Oh, and then
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Deb,
unfortunately,
are you the best at keeping it together? You are, right?
You're pretty
You're
good.
the best at
You
keeping it
keep
together.
I keep it together.
Yeah, she keeps it together.
she's a boss.
She keeps it together.
You tell stories,
Keep,
though.
keep it together. Yeah.
You love a good story on set. Yeah. Like this one time, Marty Scorsese was telling me this. And
And most of her stories start so good that you're like, it's already the best story I've ever heard.
Exactly.
Like you didn't even get to the subject of the sentence, and it's my favorite story.
Well, unfortunately, we have to wrap, but I'm coming to set because I need to witness all of
You're
this in person. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are
Thank
so
you,
excited
guys.
for the season. I think Wednesday, right? Wednesday premiere. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
We're not leaving.